So I arrive at 2490 Sand Hill Road next to the Stanford Linear Accelerator, YouTube blaring from my speakers, waiting for these cars to get out of my way so I can park. My objective was to find out what kind of advice tech people had for the Democratic Party and Senator Obama, the first thing. Second thing, I wanted to give you an idea of what it's like to be at this party. It's my first TechCrunch party. And the third was I'm looking forward to seeing people I know who are in the same industry I'm in. That's pretty much it, so come on along. Once I get out of the way, I'm media. I'm just going to walk past those people and... Michael Arrington, you endorsed Barack Obama for president? Well, if he's elected, and it's a good chance it's going to happen, what do you foresee for the tech industry during his term, his administration?
So, just a point of clarification. I endorsed him as the Democratic tech president, meaning I thought his tech policies were so no value judgments based on his non-tech policies, and I also endorsed McCain on the other side. Now, to be honest, and I've said this, I'm almost certainly going to vote for him personally as well, and so that's obviously an endorsement. Haven't decided 100% though. So you're saying if he's elected, what does that mean for the U.S. over his term for technology? You know, obviously there's a lot that's left up to chance, and you never know when campaign promises are made what people really mean by it. But the thing I'm really hoping he'll do is he'll make sure that net neutrality. He said in no uncertain terms that net neutrality is an important part of his platform, and I think that if he sticks to that, that's a good thing. Obviously, I'm concerned also with mobile spectrum allocations, the FCC in general, and how they do business. I'm concerned with internet taxes, although the Democrats seem to be pretty okay with that. And then the other big one is immigration. What are we going to do about H-1Bs in particular? I don't know. You know, is he willing to raise a cap? I think Congress is ready to do it. At this point, I don't think he'd stand in the way of it.
Look, this is going to be seen at the Democratic convention, so I'm curious, if you were able to talk to the delegates, what would you like to say to them?
I'd say there are a lot of conservative voters like myself that are making a big change in the way they vote this year, and a lot of it has to do with technology. And you know, Obama was great when it came to social networking and using Facebook and MySpace and YouTube and everything. I mean, Twitter, everything else, and that's great. But what's far more important is that he understands. Even in his book, he wrote about this, that the information sort of revolution is occurring right now, and if we don't gear up for it intelligently, we're not going to be in the same position at the end of it, you know, that we were after the Industrial Revolution. And I think that he needs to think about that, think about our China policies, both from a political but also just from a trade perspective, and do his best, you know, for the future of this country.
It's an excellent exchange. I appreciate the time.
Thanks for
Get a shout out?
Oh, of course.
What is it? Do you know?
This is a commemorative print specifically for this party by Storm Hope.
Awesome. They actually brought you in for live
Signed
signings.
number 137, 700.
Wow, they really
Congratulations.
Thank you. I wanted to get one before they ran out. Thank you.
Now, there were so many people, I got a little dizzy just for a second. The world kind of turned upside down, and then I finally righted my camera, and I was all right. I was looking for a good glass of water and some bright sunshine, and I found it. Hey, Rebecca, tell me about Zoospeed.
Sure. Zoospeed is a service provider matching application website that matches service providers for your home for the ones that are closest to you. So you can go online and say, I want a service provider, electrician or plumber next week at my house, and it will show you the ones that are available and closest to you in your area.
Zoospeed.com, right?
Zoospeed.com. Thank you.
I like this party.
Great. It's wonderful.
Tell my viewers why you're kick-ass.
I just kick-ass. It goes without mentioning.
Really?
It does.
Tell me about EdgeStar then.
We laser customize just about any device you can hand over to us. Being a laptop, iPhone, any other type of software.
EdgeStar.com?
EdgeStar.com it is.
Hey, Dave Sifri. You started my favorite blog site, Tech the Right. Thank you very much.
Oh, thank you.
You're very welcome.
Absolutely.
Hey, what's your message to the Democratic Party regarding tech this year?
So I would say stick to your principles, guys. Stick to your principles. Don't forget what got us here. And also, you know what? Don't forget about a little thing called civil liberties, right?
Yes. Amen.
You know,
Amen. Amen.
be careful about what you give up in the name of perceived security, right? And the freedoms that we lose. We're watching you. It's our country. Stick to your principles.
Excellent. Hey, Dave, tell us about OffLineGuides.com, your new venture.
Sure, it's a new company that we started about 6-7 months ago. And basically what we do is we build personalized, bespoke travel books. So we're trying to take all of the difficulty out of travel search and really give you what you need when you're going on a trip, right? So all you have to do is answer 5 really simple questions. What's your name? Where are you going? What are the dates that you're going to be there? What's your hometown? And where are you staying while you're there? And from that information, we actually literally go out and build you a book. Whoa! Right? That's got all of the different information. It's got, places to go, places to stay, right? All of the interesting things going on. Plus, we pull in live all of the events that are actually going on while you're going to be there. So, from all of the different services, Eventful, Upcoming, Meetup, all of these guys.
This is a great idea. How did it start? Seriously,
Very simple. I travel a lot, and I was constantly going out, and I would have to pull all this stuff together myself. And it's a pain in the butt. It's just hard. And take it from a guy who, I know a little bit about how to search on the internet, right? And it would take me 8 to 12 hours, right, going through and what's good and what's not and who can I trust and what's reputable. And then once you get it all, what happens? You print it all out, right? Or you try to save it so that you can get to it while you're on your mobile. It's just hard. And so what I realized was there was a real opportunity to be able to do triptychs for the 21st century, in a sense, right? So local maps, with all of the information about where I'm going to be, focused on me, right? Keeping it really simple. So we're in private beta. We announced the company June 1st, and things are actually just going gangbusters right now. We've got over 1,000 people in the beta, and over 4,500 people who have signed up on the waiting list.
Hey, count me in, man.
All right.
Cool, you got
totally.
it.
Well, thanks a lot.
Thanks, okay. So, Lisa, tell me about, what is it?
V-Snacks. So it's V-Snacks Videos. It's a free iPhone application. As you can see here, we have top content providers like CBS News, VH1, and other content. So basically, we're not a YouTube. There's already YouTube on the phone, but we're only premium content. So that's our big differentiator. But what's really neat is we can watch a clip, and I'll show you, the clip will come up right now. Hopefully you can see it. But what's really neat is that you can actually browse clips while you continue to watch your current show. So that's never been done before on the phone, and we're the first ones doing that. So
Does it also activate the camera? Or?
Nope, it's just for passive viewing. It's just to sit back and enjoy. So you can see here I can scroll through the clips in the VH1 channel so that I can select my next clip.
So how do I find it online if I want to sign up?
So it's available in the App Store. It's free to download, and it's called V-Snacks Videos. So you can just search that, and this is what you're looking for. Thanks.
Anand Rashuraman of Cosmics. Tell me about it.
Hi, so at Cosmics, we create topic pages. Given any topic whatsoever, you can just type in the name of a topic, and we'll create a topic page that pulls together information from tens of thousands of different sources in an algorithmic fashion. So you can put in the name of a city, you can put in the name of a person, you can put in the name of an artist, a basketball player.
Is it over here?
It's right over here. You can just write out over here. So if you come over here, hey guys, we're being taped, so if you can just, so this is the topic page for San Diego. You can see that we have
San Diego?
Yeah, San Diego, that's right. We know San Diego is a travel destination, so we'll show you hotels and places to stay, trip plans, travel reviews, and things like that, right? Now, on the other hand, if I put in a different topic, let's say I put in, I put in Akon, who's an artist. Now, the topic page that comes up looks very different. Now, this is an entertainment topic, so videos are right on top.
I can use all these for a website.
Oh, absolutely.
Wow, it's like instant content.
It's instant content. That's exactly what it is. Here you go. So we can tell you all about his songs, his biography, similar artists, popular albums, where you can buy stuff. So automatically created content. That's what we are.
So if someone wants to build a website, they see you.
Yeah.
Is it free? How much is it?
Right now we can just do it on our own website. Soon we'll make it available for other people to use also on their build website.
Cosmics.com.
Cosmics.com.
Hey,
Topic pages for everything.
Hi. You having a good time?
Absolutely.
Yeah, cool. Say it's noisy though?
Oh yeah. What?
Yeah. You should come on the website, right?
Hey, Zenny.
Hey, what you working on, friend?
The next big thing, but I can't tell you about that. But I got a little thing I can, which is this cool new show we're doing for Fast Company TV. It's called Fast Forward. It's going to be on the same network that he's on, a new show, but more fast-paced, hipper magazine format about the future of tech, called Fast Forward.
When do we catch it? When is it coming out?
Sometime later this year. We're working on the demo right now. We're going to do a demo episode, shop that around, and then start in later in the year.
Maybe you guys could do with him. He's like, you got to admit me, right, Bala?
Oh, yeah. So we provide software for selling tickets online. And recently we launched like $1 per ticket, flat rate pricing. Whatever the ticket price, you just pay us $1. No more percentage fee.
Activus stiffed me for $20,000.
I love all about that.
That's my podcast.
No, I love it. Hey, I got to ask you, what do you think about
I worked for them.
the economics of podcasting and how things are changing?
They're sticky and they're tricky. They're tricky. I do it for fun. I do it for fun.
It's great stuff, too. I've seen it. Crystal Ariel, tell us about your company.
So Baynote is a social search and content recommendations software as a service platform.
And how do we find it?
Excuse me?
How do we find it?
www.baynote.com, BAYNOTE.
Excellent.
My message for the Democratic candidate is definitely help the guys out overseas, get them back home safe and sound, and help out the economy. A lot of people need help. Gas prices are high, housing's not doing well, got to help those people out as well. So find a way to help those two people out.
Hey, Tuyen, tell us about the company, because you're...
Oh, Central.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, Central actually does one of those two things. We actually help people with our platform get mortgages. So sometimes people, when they apply, they never really know what they qualify for, Some people may think they have great credit, some people may think they have really bad credit. We actually use real credit data to qualify people for loans. So even before you apply for anything, I'll tell you WAMU, Wells Fargo, and B of A will accept you, but maybe Countrywide will not. So that way you don't spend your time applying for loans you wouldn't qualify for. And you can also find the best rates because you're only going to be going to the banks that are going to qualify you for a loan.
This guy is the partner with you, right?
He is the man.
Yeah.
He's our CEO.
Who's the neighbor, man? All right.
Hi.
Where are you guys based?
We're based in Oakland.
You're exactly in Oakland?
Jack London Square.
Jack London Square.
Absolutely.
All right, Jack London.
Oakland, it's a great city.
You got it.
San Francisco is a great city too, but Oakland is underserved and it's unknown. So nice, definitely. Startups, Oakland's a great place for you to start your company out.
Well, I think since this is startup number 3, we started the first company in Oakland, ultimately pushed by investors to move it to San Francisco. What you will find is that there are people that are interested in building companies in Oakland, in San Francisco, in the Bay Area. If you can find a company that's exciting enough, base it where you live, there are going to be lots of people around that want to live and work in the same area. And I think Oakland has a lot of talent. UC Berkeley's there. We have Hayward as well. And also a lot of people that live in Silicon Valley. Real estate prices are kind of high. And they ultimately relocated to Oakland, and that's where they live. So any startup thinking of doing something, Oakland's a great place if you live there. Start a company there first. As for Centro, this for us is the 3rd startup. We've sold the first 2. We're looking to build something great here. We think it's an exceptional tool to consumers, especially given this very difficult economic climate that they're in. To be able to tell somebody exactly what they'd be approved for before they apply We think it's a powerful tool. We think it's something that consumers are going to gravitate towards. And look out for our big product launch first week of September. We'll tell you all about it. The website is Centro, C-E-N-T-R-R-O, Centro.com.
Excellent. Thank you, sir. Hey, Tara, you look gorgeous.
Thank you.
I feel like I'm at the Academy Awards. Look at her. No, look at her. She's fantastic. Wow. She's great. What are you doing now?
Well, I just finished editing my book.
Congratulations.
So, thank God that's out of the way. And so now I'm looking to actually do the proposal for my next book, start the research on that one. And putting maybe together a workshop. I'm going to be speaking a lot in the fall, all about WWOOFy and raising social capital in online communities.
You're an expert in communities. How can people find you?
My website is hostbigcow.com, but I do most of my talking nowadays on Twitter under the name of Miss Rose. Yeah.
No, on Facebook, huh? You can follow her on Twitter, folks. That's right, yeah. Hey, thanks. Yeah. What's the book's name?
I said I would be remiss in not mentioning that my book's name is The WWOOFy Factor. The 5 keys to raising social capital in online communities.
I'm reading it.
Excellent.
Renee, it's a great party.
Hey there, Zenny. How are you?
Great. First, tell my people about what you do.
I am a publicist, so I make people and companies famous. I put them on the map.
Excellent. Hey, I know we were talking off camera about the Democrats and technology. Do you have anything to say to the Democratic delegation at the convention?
The Democratic delegation.
Or anybody out there that might be halfway politically oriented like me?
I would say that for America, wake up. Vote the right way.
Yes.
Vote the right way.
Yeah.
We can't go through another 8 years of what we went
You
through.
hear that, people? She's talking to you. Right?
We can't go through another 8 years. We can't do it.
No, we
can't afford it. So vote the right way when the ballots come your way.
Excellent. That's perfect.
All right. Thank you.
Hey, Ray Lewis.
Hey, how you doing, Zane?
Tell me about your company first and what you do.
I have a tax consulting firm called Tax Therapy.
Hey, Renee, get wine.
It's based in San Francisco with a client base in Boulder, Colorado as well. I work primarily with entrepreneurs and small companies. I like to think that I give people an alternative to the traditional accounting approach, where you hand over all your stuff 5 days before the deadline, and there's this sort of fire drill approach to getting your tax return done. I try to work with my clients during the year and be active, think long term, so that I can save them tons of money now and later and keep them in line with the law.
Hey, so what message do you have for the Democratic candidates?
Take chances, right? Whatever it is, I don't know what's going to work, but whatever we've been doing doesn't work anymore. And we need someone who's going to do something different. It may fall flat on its face, but if we keep doing things the way that we've been doing them, we're just going to keep stagnant and even fall behind. I need somebody who's going to do something radical, get outside the usual way of doing politics. I mean, I know you got to do politics, you got to do backdoor deals and all that stuff, but I just want to feel like somebody's thinking differently. That's the main thing for me. Right?
Tell me about Zen. Adam, tell me about Zen.
Zanel is an instant media network. It's about seeing what's going on right now, what your friends are doing, what artists are doing, what events are doing. It was founded by the team that built the first large ringtone storefronts in the U.S., T-Mobile, Singular. So Braxton, basically he makes my job easy, which is his whole team built it out.
It's not quite true. It's the whole team that makes my job easy.
The outfit, right?
No, I know all the brains.
Okay, so Zanel.com?
Yep, Zanel.com, on your phone, on the web, anywhere.
Hey, let me ask you a question. Do you have a message for the Democrats?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so for the Democratic Party, I mean, we're just looking for an amazing president. We need an amazing president, and I think we might have one.
All right, cool.
Yeah. All right, keep doing what you're doing. You know, stay unified and keep doing what you're doing.
Sarah Lacey. You also have my new favorite book. Once you're lucky, twice you're good. But you're quite good.
I'm lucky. Well, if I do another good book, maybe I'll be good.
Hey, talk to us about the book. I love it. How's it going? It's going well, I hear.
It's been going great. I mean, I've got to say, it's a tough environment to be selling a book that's very based on success and hope and optimism in the economy. It's the challenge with my book is it's really written for people who don't know they need to read it. It's written for people who are put off by Web 2.0 or freaked out by it, to explain how it rose and how these people built it. And so right now it's been a lot of the early adopters are starting to give it to their parents, give it to their boss, give it to their coworkers. So it's spreading, which is fantastic. It's gotten great reviews. I get about 20 letters a week from people who say it in some way changed their lives. So I can't complain.
And if anybody sees it here, I want you to go to the right and click on that link to buy it. So
yes,
yeah, right?
Down there.
Yeah, exactly. Perfect. Hey, question for you. The Democratic Party is going to see this. What message do you have for the Democrats from a tech perspective, your own perspective?
Okay. Can I say something a little off color?
Yes.
Grow some balls. Seriously. I mean, I just actually was reading the story in Vanity Fair. I'm very backed up on my Vanity Fairs. It's about Bill Clinton. And there was a brilliant quote where someone from either the Democratic Party or Bill Clinton's camp said, he is one of our biggest icons of the last 100 years. He's one of the only presidents in recent years, the Democratic Party, to have 2 terms, to be this powerful. And the degree to which we spend time tearing him down, and look at George Bush, and the degree to which people still build him up, whether they agree with it or not. The Republicans are a big tent party where they all fall in line and they all get in on it, whether they agree with it or not. Whereas we're the opposite of that. And that's part of what makes it great about liberals.
Right.
We feel very passionate about save the oak tree in this city, which is great. But at the end of the day, I'm sorry, you can't vote for Nader and expect change. You can't. I mean, I know that's controversial to say, but it's every single vote matters, and he was a spoiler. I don't care what anyone says. And at the end of the day, people talked about Gore and Bush being the same. They're in no way the same at all. And if you think they're the same, you have a massive misunderstanding about the 2 parties. And so I think Democrats need to really just suck it up and be like, we need to pull together. We need to pull together. This is what is going to happen to this country if we don't.
Unity?
Absolutely. And it's I really actually liked Hillary a lot. I liked Obama, I liked Edwards. I had a very hard time picking who I was going to vote for, and I ultimately picked Obama, but it was a really hard decision for me. But all these reports on people who are saying I will vote for McCain over Obama, or I will vote for McCain over Hillary. Think about what you're doing, because you don't even hear a tepid Republican saying that. That's why we've been in what we've been in for 8 years. We need to be a big tent, and I'm sorry, the American political system is about compromise. And you need to back the better candidate, even if it's not who you want. And by the same token, the candidate needs to have the balls to take a stand on what's right, and they need the party to support them. And they can only have the balls if the party supports them.
Well said. Sarah Lacey at saralacy.com. Woo! Thank you.
Thank you.
How you doing?
Pretty good.
Yeah, hey, how you like this party?
It's a great party. Last year it was great, this year it's better. All the different demos, I love the demos. I love learning about every new service. It's a great atmosphere, it's not too crowded.
Hey, Kathy, please.
Good to see you.
Oh
my gosh, you have the farewell shirt. You're my new hero.
Look at that.
I think I want to set that on fire.
Look at that face. She's serious, folks.
I was so pissed the other day. You have no idea.
Really?
Don't get me started.
Hey, let me ask you a question, both of you guys. All right. I'm going to the Democratic convention. Do you have a message for the Democrats from a tech perspective and Senator Obama?
Grow a pair.
You got it. Okay. Andrew, what's your message?
For the Democrats?
For Senator Obama.
Good luck. I know you guys are going to win the presidency, so...
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, that's about it.
She's on CSMIC. She does do CSMIC. See that?
And you should go to www.linktv.org/Dear American Voter.
Okay? It is a campaign that Link TV, Television Without Borders, started to engage the global community in a conversation about this American election.
When did this start?
Just about 2 days ago. Because you know what? This is an election that matters probably more than any other.
Absolutely.
And global voices matter. So www.linktv.org. And look who's right here.
Introduce Robert for the camera.
Robert Scoble. Love him.
Hey,
love him.
Robert, talk to me about PodTech. I want to finish that conversation we were having.
Yeah, so what do you want to know?
Yeah. Well, what I'd like to know, first of all, is from a on-camera perspective, how could a company that got 7.5 million
and had several million in revenues on top of that,
and then dropped to being sold for about 500,000? What happened there?
You can burn through it pretty fast when you have more than 30 employees.
Mismanagement?
Well, a couple things. One, it's a venture-backed company, and when you aim for the fences and you gas up and you try to get something going and it doesn't happen, you burn out fast. Because they expected a platform to come. They were trying to make a platform play that could get this kind of scale that would get to a $100 million company. That's what VCs like to see, right? They like to.
I was talking with John Furrier about that. I remember we had at BloggerCon. We had that conversation. Yeah,
they like to put down $7 million and get down back 70 or 140 even. They like to swing for the fence. And so when you swing for the fence like that. Out of how many companies get pitched here at this VC firm? But when I talked to Hummer Windblad, they said they get thousands of pitches every. Oh, geez, keep me away from the chocolate.
Hey, that looks good.
That
looks great. I'll take one of those too. Yummy. Thank you.
So they get pitched thousands of ideas a year. They only fund 20 of those ideas. Out of those 20, how many actually succeed in the marketplace? 1 or 2, right? So that means there's 19 podtechs in their portfolio. You just don't always hear about them, but they're there. And so when you're aiming for the fence like that, you hire up. You hire 40 people. You hire 10 salespeople, 15 engineers. These engineers are getting 150 grand a year. Or more, and especially if they're good, because there's a lot of competition. If you're really a top-notch engineer and you know how to build a scalable system and build something that has value and has scale like that,
you're basically a hired gun at that point. Yeah. Nice. Yeah. Nice. Hey, but remember.
So anyway, so that was one thing. You aim for the fences, you gas up, and the marketplace doesn't show up. Now. Did the marketplace not show up because we didn't have the right idea, or did it not come about because we didn't focus as a company and really do things properly? All those things come into play, right? Generally, when you fail, there's a variety of reasons why you failed. You might have aimed at a market that just didn't evolve, right? Didn't come about, or you might have been too early, right? Or too late. Somebody beat you to it. If you did a YouTube today, nobody would care, right? Because YouTube's done, right? But if you did a YouTube, if you did a YouTube 10 years ago, nobody would have cared because nobody would have had broadband to watch the video, right?
It's like the first PDA that Apple tried. What was it? The Newton or something like that?
That's a great example, right? So if they had been a couple years later with the Palm, they would have hit the home run. But
I'm curious because on the conversations there seemed to be a thought among some that what happened with PodTech was a statement on the lack of good economic structure in the podcasting industry, for want of a better term.
I don't agree with that.
I'm sorry not to agree with that either.
No.
I thought I did, but then I chanced
No. We might have been too early. I mean, let's say we were a perfectly managed company and there was no other problems with the company, which there were. But we might have been too early, right? We all know the money is going to move from TV and newspapers and magazines onto online, right? It makes too much sense because when the audience does show up, and the audience is quickly showing up, hey, how are you doing? Hey. Always got to say hi.
No, definitely.
When the audience does show up, and it's starting to show up in droves now, it takes a little bit of time for the experts in the industry to recognize that audience is there and know how to buy it and how to advertise to it. And we need better ideas for how to make advertising work, because old school advertising doesn't work online.
Because it's like, it seems to me, it seems to me, and I was thinking about this, it's got a letter of IED sponsorship. But the sponsorship industry really hasn't yet discovered the online industry. How do we make that leap? Or is it happening?
Keep at it. You know, one, you need to have really good reporting systems that show when they have an engaged customer. The companies are getting more smarter. They're getting smarter about how this world works and the effect it has. Even I just interviewed a TV executive who said they're getting smarter about understanding when you put a TV ad on, it causes stuff to happen online.
Right.
So even the TV executives they're understanding how advertising is affecting sales and all that stuff. It just takes time. People don't switch that fast. This is why Microsoft is making $20 billion a year, right? Because, you know, if people switched really fast and switched their mindset really fast, they would all switch from Microsoft Office to Google Office, right? Because Google Office is on better. Well, it's free.
Yeah, that too.
Forget better. It's free. First of all, it's free. Second of all, it's collaborative. But people don't switch that fast. Humans don't switch, and corporations don't switch. When you're working as a group, it's very scary to switch. You know, you've been doing TV advertising on the Super Bowl for 20 years, and all of a sudden this online thing comes along, and now you have to say, well, should we take some of that money and put it on
lay people? Because a lot of lay people still they think a website is just a page that they really don't know, and they get concerned with design. And they think they know because they think something looks good.
And that's part of it too. Is things online seem small.
Exactly.
Even when you see PayPal and go and visit their headquarters and you see 8 buildings, huge skyscrapers, you realize, oh, wait a second, this website, this web thing is actually big. It causes big things, right? But when you look at the web page, it looks like, oh, some designer did that, and it probably spent a weekend on it, right?
Hey, talk to my viewers about Fast Company and what you're doing.
So I'm going around the world and interviewing interesting people, interesting business and technology innovators, and sitting down and having a more intimate conversation than you can have at a party, right? Parties are great because you meet.
Because you got all the interesting people coming around.
You got a constant flow of traffic here.
This guy handshakes better than I do.
But if you
what's that one? See, he's got it going down.
Like last week, I interviewed Dan Rees, who is an architect who designs sports stadiums all over the world. And if we met him here in the party, you would go, "Oh, that's cool. You designed the Seattle Mariners stadium. Wow, that's really cool." But you get into his office and you sit down and have a talk with him and see the tools he uses, the models he's built.
This is totally backwards.
I know, the media, interviewing the media, how meta. What a waste of time. But that's what I do. I get around and get into people's offices where they're more willing to tell you something about what they do.
Last question for you. This is politics. I'm actually going to the Democratic convention. They're going to see this video. So what message do you have for Senator Obama and the Democrats?
Democrats and Obama?
From a tech point of view.
Try to demonstrate your listening as much as possible. Obama has the stage thing going. I think has the policies that are going to get him elected. But can he demonstrate that he's going to listen to both his advisors and the electorate and interact with them? If he could, I think he'll even go further than he is going to go. He's going to go all the way anyways. But no, he doesn't need too much advice from me. But that demonstrating that you're listening and that you're understanding what people are saying. He's working for us. He's our employee, right? And the more he acts like that, the better I feel about it.
So, folks can catch you now at URL
fastcompany.tv.
Excellent.
And Scobalizer, or just search Google for Robert. I'm like one of the top Roberts in the world. So.
That's right. Hey, thanks, man.
Thank you.
Customized campus. Are you looking at my shoes?
I got it.
So see the ad here? You can connect directly to the iTunes store. Click on that. It'll take you to the iTunes store. You can purchase the information there.
Oh, so you did it right from your iPhone.
Yeah. Everything that they're doing is for the 3G. So AdMob is serving ads directly on the 3G iPhone, which is pretty cool.
So I got to upgrade.
It is an upgrade.
Yeah. Okay.
They're very good. Yeah. Anyway.
Hey, VSC Consulting.
Yes.
Thanks.
Coming.
Okay, that's much better. Okay, thank you for coming to our 3rd annual party at August Capitol. Who was here for the very first one 2 years ago? Who was here last year? Good, so a lot of new people. I want to thank August Capitol, and in particular David Hornick, for hosting this again. And I want to thank our sponsors, and I want to thank all of you for coming to the event. It's all about the community, and I think the real world events matter as much as anything else that we do online. So we have a couple of announcements to make, and we're going to make a charitable donation as well, and then we'll get back to drinking.
Hey everybody, really quickly, tonight all of the proceeds from the tickets for August Capitol are going to benefit Malaria No More. And we're very honored to have Jeff Weiner here, who is on the National Board of Directors of Malaria No More, to accept the check.
I got to stand up to use a big check. So thank you to TechCrunch, obviously, Mike, Sarah, all the sponsors,
Maybe
and all the attendees.
we should break a little later. Is that okay to do it then, or you want to do it now? If you have it ready, yeah, okay.
Donated to the area no more. And it's a year total for $7,500 for every donors. And
What are you giving away? We're giving away to a skydiving? Okay. Okay. We'll have Michael draw it for you?
This disease is entirely treatable. And the objective of malaria no more is to eradicate deaths caused by malaria. And we do that through really 3 tactics. The distribution of bed nets, which protect people while they're sleeping. They like that. Bitten by mosquitoes who transmit the disease. We have cost about $10 each. No community that's how much anything was paid. Second tactic is
Thanks again for joining us at the August Capitol event. We have over 40 sponsors who are really making this evening possible. We have a drawing that Cosmix is going to do for 4 people who are going to go skydiving, I believe. And we're going to do a drawing.
So, I get to
Okay, so the winner gets 4 tickets to indoor skydiving.
Hold on.
Oh yeah. Does anybody else want to throw their business cards? Is this the thing that Josh Koppelman broke his shoulder doing? Wow.
Check it out.
Anybody else?
Hurry up. Go for it.
TechCrunch employees are not eligible.
Wow.
Look at that. Is that it? Yes. Okay. So let me just pick one out of here. Okay. Now we're picking one.
Pick one and they get part.
My hand barely fits in there, so. Let's see. Am I not supposed to look while I do it? Okay. You gotta hold it. Yeah. Okay. Pandora, it's IT.
No. That's me. That's you? Yeah, don't you? You won. You won.
You have to go skydiving.
I have to go skydiving.
You look so excited. Okay. Is that's it? That's it. Okay. Thank you very much.
Thanks. We want to thank a few sponsors in particular. So we have Caboodle doing a big photo wall for us. Get your photo taken. Edgestar will engrave for you your iPhone. And there are a number of other
take advantage of that over the course of the evening. We also have a special recognition tonight. We have a birthday in the audience. Tom Patterson, the CEO of Wise. And I don't say happy birthday, but can we all say happy birthday to Tom? Let's sing it! Sing it! Here's some music, and I think we have some candles and a cake. So come on up.
Can we give a big round of applause to Michael and Heather for throwing an incredible party for all of us again tonight? Come on, let's give it up for TechCrunch.